Hello everyone, welcome back. So now we'll see the new question in Ingress. Install NGINX Ingress Controller and using the official manifest, and we have to verify the pods are running and check that the class is created or not and test with the sample ingress. So let's get started. To do this Ingress installation, I have just written in the GitHub. You can go and try to install this. So I'll just uh, try solving it. Now, as I told you in the last class, to install the Ingress controller, it won't come automatically. Maybe in the exam, they will definitely install and give you, but as for your practice, you have to use the manifest file URLs to install it for yourself. Now, let me just refresh this. I think this is the last implementations. Okay, just a minute. So I'll just install this, and after installing I can do get pods hyphen n namespace as ingress nginx. So this is still in container creating status. Now it is in running status. It should be ready. So until it is ready, I will also have to test the services here. I think it's ready now. Now, if you see there are three different pods here, and two have already run and completed. One is still running, which is the Ingress controller. And if I have to verify the services, I have to do k get service hyphen n ingress nginx. As you can see, there are two different services here. One is nginx controller, nginx admission. Admission is a service which is of type cluster IP, as you can see, and this is responsible for internal checking or validation of the ingress when you create it. But the controller is the node port type, which is responsible for navigating the traffic to your pods, which are actual application, which are basically exposing the actual application. So that is this first controller, which is basically the port here. If you can see, 30281 is assigned for it using this port and the node IP address. So how you can get the node IP address? You can use kget nodes hyphen o byte or kget nodes. You can see in the internal IP using this internal IP address and corresponding. Let's say this is the control plane I want to access. This is the IP address I will use, and this is the port I will use. Then this is the port which is exposed by the controller. So here, using this port and this particular node, I will be able to access the particular application. Now, in order, so this is just the controller, but actually it has to listen if some ingress is created or not, right? So let's first create the ingress for it. Then we can see the installation. So basically, if I want to create an ingress, I have to have something, right? Like, basically, what is an ingress rule? I will be writing like, for this application, to access this particular port, use this ingress controller is what basically ingress creation means. So there is a YAML file where you will write like, uh, so if you have to access this particular application URL with this particular port, this is the class name you have to use so that this controller will handle it to route. So that's how you will write the ingress file. So what is this class name I'm referring to is ingress class name. So if you see, we have, when we create any ingress controller, automatically this ingress class is created. So it is like, name of this class is nginx, and whatever I have written in my YAML file, I will be able, now I'm going to write that YAML file. So in that I'll mention that nginx name, that is the ingress class name. So that particular class name will be handled by this particular controller. Like that you can have multiple controllers. So whatever the class name you will use in the main ingress file, so that corresponding controller will handle the request. So how to do this? Let's first create a deployment and service to do this. So for that, I have an example here, like okay, like just an ingress nginx deployment and service I have created. And after that you can verify like kget deployment, kget service. You will be able to see the port and those details. So this is the sample way of creating an ingress. If you see, um, I have a metadata name, right? As ingress, hello ingress. So this is the name of this ingress. And if you see, this is the class name. As I told you before, this is the ingress class name I have. So I will use this nginx. So this one is, when you choose this class name, that particular controller will handle the request and response. So this is just a analogy. You can ignore that. And under the class name we have rules, http rules. Like here slash hello, nothing but if you have some ip colon that particular port slash hello, then the path type prefix meaning, like if you have hello or hello dot id or hello dot api, anything following the hello, all those including hello will be able to handle by this controller, and they will be routing to this particular service called hello, which we just created. So this is the service we just created. So it, whatever comes to that particular urls, it will navigate the traffic to this particular service on this particular port. So this port you can change it, which is basically at your slash hyphen hyphen port. Okay, here I have written 8090. You can keep whatever the port number you have given here. Now that way you will create an ingress. So we have deployment and service near us, so we'll just create an ingress. And then the ingress is created. So there is an imperative command also which you can use. Hello ingress is just the metadata name of the ingress, and this is the class which I have written here, ingress class name. And rule is basically defining whatever the rule you have written until from here. So this is like hello, that means slash hello means whatever that is coming after the hello, or the slash hello is particularly handled to, this is the service name, this is the port name of that service into which it is exposed to. So I have written a brief explanation on what is that imperative command. Now that we have created an ingress using a YAML file naming hello, we'll just try to get this. And here if I paste, I can, you can see like whatever the ingress it is created, host and the ports. And then how to test it, basically how to test it, like as I told you, you can do like node hyphen o wide and get the IP address. So we have already this particular, let's say I want to test this one. So I will do like a curl command. So using this curl command and http and colon colon this particular IP address, and the colon the IP address, the port you will get from here. So this is mapping to 80, so I'll just use 3 0 281. So if you see, this is the response I'm getting, at least so that is not doing anything basically, just getting the um, response back, right? Instead, at least it is able to ping, right? So but couldn't manage double check your ingress file and all. This is all the um way, like if you debugging, how to debug and all. So let me try 80. Cannot connect to 80. So this is the correct way only. So if you see, this is the correct way only. And since I have it here like 80 90, I think that is the problem. So I will edit it. Edit ingress, hello ingress. I'll just edit it to use a port number 80 because my service internally uses 80, right? I told you that we have to do it according to our service. So now if you see, okay, um, I think we have to refresh it or something. So let me just try again. Still, I'm getting like this. So I'll do one thing. I'll delete the service. I'll delete the ingress, and I'll try to create it back again. This time I'm using it as 80. Now it is created, and then I'm going to, okay. So I think this is the response we're getting. I think this is correct. So at least you are getting that HTML, all this body and all, right? So yeah. So that's all. It's like a sample demonstration on how we can create the controller. What are the different things inside it, like pods, services we have seen, how to install it. We have verified the Ingress class creation and we have tested with the sample Ingress. So thank you so much. In the next class, we will see the question number 1899. Sorry, 99. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye bye.